Welcome to About the House. Magna Carta has been a big focus of Parliament House this year, with many events held in celebration of its 800th anniversary. However, Magna Carta has also played an ongoing role within the chambers of Australian Parliament, being referenced during debates on motions and legislation and during speeches since 1901. The member for Moreton, Perrett, is one MP who enjoys making Magna Carta references in the chamber.
Maybe it reflects my background, both as someone that did teach history and also as a lawyer. Obviously, the Magna Carta is a platform on which so many of our institutions rest, both our judiciary, but also some of those other commonplace assumptions about society, about a right to a fair trial, about people's right to own property, people's right to participate in society. Look, it's showing its age, but it's held up pretty well. 800 years, 8 days old, but still almost as fresh as the day it was written, because we interpret it in a modern way to reflect the modern world. So now the assumptions we make about women's right to vote, about not owning slaves, all of those assumptions are modern day interpretations based on that document that the barons extracted out of King John in Runnymede. I think any modern version would just reflect those modern interpretations, that the courts have developed case by case, consideration by consideration. But still, when you see those original words, you realise how far we have progressed as a society, and it's down to that platform that as I said, that the barons extracted at Runnymede. And like all of, the reason I love the Magna Carta so much, it's sort of like why I love the Eureka Stockade. It's open to interpretation what it was. Was it just a group of rich dudes, ganging up on an evil king to get the best deal for them, or was it of a commitment to the common man and women? So it's open to interpretation, like all great symbols. But as I said, there's still been that case by case over the last 800 years. That's why it's important that politicians and the community acknowledge its contribution, not just every 800 years, but every day we should be aware of that, because there'll always be people with power and privilege who are prepared to trash the conventions and the benefits and the freedoms that flow from the Magna Carta. It will always happen. So we must be forever vigilant to make sure that people don't try and stomp on these hard-won freedoms.
To learn more about Magna Carta and to see a full translation, visit the Parliament's website.